Data privacy is a shared responsibility among all members of an organization. While founders and CEOs are responsible for setting the tone and a culture around the data privacy, developers and other team members play a critical role in maintaining data security. In fact, 90% of data security relies on developers. To ensure that they are equipped to handle this responsibility, it is essential they receive adequate training on data security best practices, like security by design. Let's start with a simple registration form, such as brochure request. We need to split this into few factors: compliance, data protection, data processing, cookies, and security. When it comes to GDPR compliance, we should address one factor at a time. To ensure that individuals are well informed, we need to show them the names of the company or companies that will process their data. It is so important to obtain explicit consent that is clear and understandable so that individual can make unforced decision to allow the company to contact them with the offers. To ensure a proper consent management, a privacy policy must be present to the users when they fill out the registration form. They must agree to that policy by checking the box, which cannot be pre-ticked. It is important to save information like timestamp, type of the consent, and the user IP information of this consent. The consent cannot be given for unlimited time. Your privacy policy should clearly state how long you're going to keep the data for or when you're going to remove it. Managing cookies in compliance with GDPR rules is crucial. To achieve this, cookies should not be triggered on the visit, but only when cookies are accepted. One way to achieve this is by implementing data layer, aka tag manager, that works for the first and the third party cookies. This ensures that only cookies that the user has accepted will be triggered. The next step is to send data to the server for processing. This is where developers play a critical role by implementing strategies such as security by design. For example, data payload and sensitive data should be encrypted before being sent to API gateway. The API gateway has to follow following attributes: authentication, security, traffic controls, and logging. Those attributes help to ensure that data is secure and only authorized users can access it. API and application logic should take into account that sequential IDs can allow unauthorized access to user data. Using UIDs like 45ED58WD1AC enhance security and privacy by preventing guesswork. Disaster recovery strategies on application level are often overlooked in countless application setups. This is damaging to the business operation, especially when application is a critical money-making component of the business. The development team should test their system and disable main parts of the application to see how long would it take to recover from the server crashes, data deletion, etc. This information can be factored into business continuity plan, company policies, and disaster recovery process, and help to introduce accountability to the team. Data protection compliance needs to be achieved not only on a business level by producing all necessary documentation, but also on the team and individual level. Proper tracking and setup can prevent data breaches, security threats, and ensure that your company will be operational even when disaster strikes. I hope this helped, and if you've got any question, you can always DM me.